everybody. We're going to be watching more Attack on Titan. Kimmy here.
Tom here.
Storm here. We are excited. We are watching episode 405, also known as 464 on Crunchyroll. That's all I have written here.
Bring it on.
I have to know my numbers. So, big surprise last time, Aaron. So he's overseas. And he's injured, so we were kind of asking last time.
I think it's on purpose.
Yeah, I think it's on purpose, and
to
he's
stay
constantly injuring himself.
Stay in character.
To stay in
It's
character.
a good source of protein, too.
And he was using... gross! He's eating himself. He doesn't have to go there, but you know that's what Titans do. Hopefully he's not doing that in human form, because that's really even weirder. But yeah, so he was talking to Falco, and he was like passing letters or whatever, right? Like he was like his inside guy, and he brought Reiner down to see Aaron. And it's been 4 long years, he said.
Yeah, long time.
Yeah, long time.
I was floored. I didn't recognize him.
Yeah, he needs a haircut.
Yeah, I mean, again, we have a different animation studio doing this now, so everyone looks a bit different and older, and time has passed as well.
Sure.
I have to say, I really do like Reiner's story this season because, wow, like really learning where he came from and all the crap he went through, so much negativity, like... You know, he was frowned upon a lot, that he had to, they always pushed him to be better, that he has to prove to the Marleys that he's loyal and he needs to become a Titan, and it was all mixed up where he wasn't going to be that, but then the word was put in to save, like the other guy, to save his brother.
Yeah, right?
You know, and it's just like, it sucks for him. It really does. And
It does.
He's really conflicted, and yeah, so I really do like Reiner. I always did like his character. I hate what he did to other people, like going overseas and, you know, destroying the walls, and a lot of people were killed. And
he did what he had to.
There's a lot of politics, and people just are brainwashed to believe that all these Eldians are devils, that they're evil people, and it's just very sad.
I know.
You know, and being selfish, completely going off topic, you know, I want to see Armin be the Colossal Titan. I mean, he already has this huge weight upon him, literally, to be the Colossal, and I want to see what that looks like.
So much time has passed, so hopefully, you know, him and Aaron have been doing some training.
Right.
You know, to perfect this.
Yeah.
And how much time does Aaron have left at this point, 4 years after, you know, like, it flies by. 13 years is not a long time, so...
No. And if it passed 4 years, so...
I mean, how much time went from when he first became it?
Yeah,
right.
So then you add the 4 years after that, then...
And is it from the first time he becomes him, or is it from the moment he eats and gains the power?
He gains the power.
That's
So
what
how long did it before that? Was it?
I know, because he was young.
He's got to be about halfway or over halfway.
6 years or something.
Yeah, he might be like towards the end, which is really sad and sucky. And I feel bad for Aaron because he's been through so much and he's constantly crying and just overwhelmed. And it's good that he has feelings like that. I mean, God forbid you get someone that just is desensitized by everything. And
well, that would make him more of a destructive force.
Yeah,
you know, not having the emotion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and sometimes having too many emotions too can also make you a little nuts and not really paying attention either. But yeah, so we'll see where this goes, and I want to see what Aaron has to say, what happened to him, like how long has he been over there? You know, is it recent that he got injured? I mean, he's been hanging out with Falco for a little while now, and you know, maybe it's a very short amount of time, and I just think it's longer. But shall we get into it? Let's find out. Let's do it. So, again, we're watching on Crunchyroll. So, we are on 464, 405. Holy crap!
Voice.
No freaking way!
Wow.
Oh my god! I didn't even think we were going to go that far in this episode. I thought I was going to build up to the next one. Holy crap! So, obviously, that was Willie that he threw up, right? In the air? Was that Willie?
Yeah, because he was right on stage.
The outfit looked a little different, but I think that was him.
That was him.
Oh my god. So even Aaron stating all of that, saying that you guys are just like us, like now being in your walls, eating your food, being with your people, like you guys are so like us, and Falco like helping him when he was struggling, you know, like you guys are misguided and kind and all that.
Yeah, because that's what they're brought up to learn.
And even It just sucks. War is war. And Falco helping him and understanding he's a good kid. And he's still transformed there. Like, he probably killed Falco. I mean, Reiner jumped and tried to protect him. Maybe he was able to in time.
Perhaps, but I mean, he's so massive. I don't believe he did.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't a lot of space in that building. So, I mean, even if Eren didn't kill him, the building might have.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, the guards all died, I'm sure.
But yeah, they were purposely separating all the Titans and
they were
getting
How
them.
smart.
Uh-huh.
You know, they sent Zeke to the front wall, and they sent the other two into that room that became a trap.
Exactly, because they can't transform together.
Deep well of some kind, or
Only
that's
one
like so
can.
smart. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's such a big
Perfect
fall.
trap for
And I
them.
knew that they were going to be injured when they fell, but just seeing like the broken wrist and the legs and them steaming and just healing, talking, it's like crazy. But that was like so smart on how they did that. Like, that was crazy. And I am sad. I mean, war is terrible, and seeing both sides, and again learning more about Reiner and what he went through, and he feels so ashamed. Like, for him to collapse in front of Eren like that, like, he's going against everything that he was brought up to believe, and he feels so guilty. He feels like a murderer, and he's done with the guilt.
Yeah, because of me, your mom died from a Titan.
Yeah, he was
it's-
driven to prove himself.
I mean, no matter how much regret he feels, he still sided with the enemy.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
So he is the enemy.
Yeah.
But really, I mean, yes, I mean, an enemy to Eren and stuff, but really, who is right? We hear all these different things, and there is a lot of
I
lies
think
going on. With
It's
the
kind of like
Elders.
Star Wars. It's all about your perspective. I mean, if you think about like the Rebels and the Empire, they both want to bring peace to the galaxy, but they both have two very different ways of doing it.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of the same way, but I think like the Marley's way is a little bit more. We would see it as evil, because you're kind of enslaving these people to fight for you, and you're still treating them like crap.
Ah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think both
so-
ways are bad, because
They're like
even
the Empire.
even though like they're building it up, because who knows exactly what is 100% truth, and you have like all these stories that might be changed, manipulated down the
Altered,
road
yes.
to benefit, altered to benefit them. And Willie giving this whole history and exposing how certain things were a sham, there were lies to make people seem like heroes, and and then really trying to win the people over. And then in the audience we have that one guy who there might be another Annie, but I'm sure that's the Annie we know. So like that's her father, it sounds like.
But now my question is: so Willie's play, did they know it was going to be a propaganda play, or did they think it was going to be an actual play, and then it wound up being, this is
I
how
think
we
it
got
was
his
an
speech
actual
out?
play, and that's how they got it, because they had all the right people there to listen to him.
And
They
Aaron
had
was
all
ready.
the big shots there.
And Aaron wanted Reiner to really listen to what he had to say and everything. So, but going really quick back to Annie's dad, like, I think that's possibly an adopted father.
Right.
And that Kenny is her actual father.
Kenny's
'Cause
her
remember
real
we had that
father. That's
flashback
right.
Of her approaching, we assumed that was Annie approaching Kenny, and she has the strength like he does as an Ackerman. So it's kind of interesting to have that and Titan blood.
We believe, yeah.
What about all those
Yes.
colossal titans?
That's insane.
That is crazy.
That is
I thought it was only just
terrifying.
one of that type.
And even if there was like, one is enough, and then okay, maybe 5, like but then that there's titans in the
Was it a
walls,
million, did you say?
so many.
and the walls are freaking huge. And the colossal titan, when it was Burnhole, was like around the same height as Wall Maria. Well, he went over it, but still, it's like kind of scale to his size. So like if all colossals are around his size, like that's perfect to make all the walls. So we know titans are in the walls, but there's millions. It's not only like, okay, you got quite a few. I mean, it's a huge place, but
this entire time you think it's just one of each type, of the special ones.
Yes.
yeah,
Yeesh.
but you need the founding titan to do something that powerful.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. So the rumbling is releasing all these colossal titans, and I can see that they can just destroy the whole world just by walking and moving, just like Burnholt when he was like, moving and destroying everything just by his motions
the
and
destruction's
causing
gonna be
fire
crazy.
and just by the
He's just so
He-
massive that just his movements just destroys everything.
Right.
That's awful. That is so terrible. So I'm assuming that's like real and that could happen, or is that all just a story to scare people to make Eren seem even worse? And you know.
Again,
I
I
think
think
an
it's
actual thing.
I think it's the truth from a certain perspective.
Yes.
You know, because
It's
they
true,
see him.
but on his version, yes.
Yeah.
So, I really thought Willie wasn't going to die there, and I thought he was going to play a bigger part. Like,
I thought he was the Hammer Titan.
Yeah.
Well, he did kind of play a big part. I mean, he declared war pretty much.
Yeah, and maybe he's not dead. Maybe he is the Warhammer, because we don't know who that is yet, right? And he's suspicious of that he's close by. But
well, he might have gotten crushed or whatever, but that might be activating his.
That might be That might
if he's
what
an
he
actual
needs
Titan
to activate, and they had the hammer right behind him.
Yeah, what a play,
So
huh?
it's
I
gotta
mean,
be
that was
him.
so graphic on how they did it, but that's what he was doing. He was trying to get his point across and get the people on his side. Like, they got really emotional at the end. Wow, so I really can't wait to watch next episode, guys, because this show's exciting. I mean, it always ends on a really crazy, like, WTF moment. So, like, I gotta watch the next one.
Not your typical cartoon.
No, not even close. It is
no.
good. It's so unique and it's fun to watch. Like, the story is incredible and it just shocks you, and it's very complicated in a way. You know, I think it's pretty cool that
so
way.
much information, and it's just keeps you on your toes for sure.
So until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to check out our full reactions to Attack on Titan, we have a huge library on our Patreon. Links below. So we'll see you very soon as next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Do it.